A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development on the diplomatic front, top European diplomats have asserted that any efforts to end Russia's invasion of Ukraine must involve consultations with both Ukraine and Europe. This statement comes in light of reports suggesting a US-Russian proposal aimed at resolving the ongoing conflict, which has seen Ukraine facing not only military aggression, but also internal challenges related to corruption allegations within its government. The urgency of the situation is underscored by the mounting pressure on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who is tasked with defending his nation against a formidable Russian army, while simultaneously navigating the complexities of international diplomacy and domestic unrest. At the forefront of these discussions is EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas, who emphasized the necessity of Ukrainian and European involvement in any peace plan during a meeting of the 27-nation bloc's foreign ministers in Brussels. For any plan to work, it needs Ukrainians and Europeans on board, Kallas stated, reflecting a consensus among EU representatives that negotiations regarding a ceasefire and Ukraine's future must be conducted with the direct involvement of its government. German Foreign Minister Johann Wadefuhl echoed this sentiment, asserting that all discussions about Ukraine's peaceful development must include Ukrainian voices. The specifics of the rumored peace plan, reportedly crafted by US and Russian diplomats, remain unclear. However, sources indicate that it may necessitate significant territorial concessions from Ukraine, an option that President Zelensky has firmly rejected. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio acknowledged the complexity of reaching a lasting peace agreement, noting that it would require both sides to make difficult concessions. Meanwhile, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov downplayed the notion of formal consultations between the U.S. and Russia regarding the conflict, indicating that while contacts exist, no structured discussions are currently taking place. Danish Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen raised concerns about the legitimacy of the proposal, questioning whether it truly represents the interests of U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. The apprehension among European leaders stems from a perception that the Trump administration may be sidelining them and Ukraine in its quest to halt the fighting. EU diplomats have accused President Putin of lacking sincerity in his calls for peace, pointing to ongoing military operations that target civilian infrastructure in Ukraine. Kallas condemned recent Russian attacks, including a devastating strike on the city of Ternopil that resulted in numerous casualties, reinforcing the argument that Russia's actions contradict its stated desire for peace. The geopolitical landscape has shifted, especially with the cessation of direct military aid from the Trump administration to Ukraine, placing European nations in a pivotal role in providing support and negotiating peace. Polish Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski highlighted the importance of European involvement, stating, "We commend peace efforts, but Europe is the main supporter of Ukraine, and it's, of course, Europe's security that's at stake. So we expect to be consulted." As the situation continues to evolve, the need for a collaborative approach to peace negotiations has never been more critical. The stakes are high not only for Ukraine, but also for the stability of Europe as a whole. The international community watches closely as Ukraine grapples with both external threats and internal challenges, all while navigating the complexities of international diplomacy in a time of crisis. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.